All right, this is the analysis of the names of characters in A Doll's House. So I'm going to do surface level analysis for all of them, and I'll introduce some links to their characteristics too, so watch out for those. So if we go to Christine first, this is kind of very dry, like the name itself, but we can pick out Christ from it. So this has an initial religious reference, and because we know Christ sacrificed, I'm not going to go into the religious stuff, but we know that Christ sacrificed his life, and that's the same with Christine. So that's why she's introduced as being very tired from the start, and yeah, she just made a lot of sacrifices in her life, and yeah, so that's pretty much it for her. Then we move on to Torvald. So Torvald originates from Thor, and that's the god of thunder. And basically, the god of thunder is a very strong god mentally and physically. And so Torvald thinks in the play that he has this strength. So this is kind of the correlation between the name and the origin. So he thinks he has this strength and power that Thor, for example, Thor would have on the people compared to Torvald on Nora. But this is actually juxtaposed with his actual character. So if we think about it, especially closer to the end, we see that he's super hot-headed. So he makes super irrational decisions, basically anything he does is super irrational. For example, when he receives that first letter near the end, he basically goes all out on Nora and says that she ruined his life. But then he receives a second letter and he goes back to being lovey-dovey. And again, yeah, this is just a direct juxtaposition of the characteristics of a god of thunder, because obviously it's a powerful figure. And that's it for him. And now we'll go to Krogstad. So Krogstad originates from the Old Norwegian word for crooked. So crooked. And so this is kind of a reflection of his character as a whole. He basically blackmails Nora for him to keep his position in the bank. Otherwise, he will expose Nora, specifically with the bond that she got in order to travel to Italy. So if we pick apart this name, we get Krog, which is the Norwegian term for tavern. And so we can kind of visualize taverns as being linked to the criminal underworld. And so that, again, that's reflective of his character as a whole. He's super manipulative and he has done some bad things. And this could actually be a reference to, so we have Christine as Christ. Krogstad could actually be Christine's Satan. Again, because they're like Christine gives, Krogstad manipulates. So it's kind of the two pair together. And so that's it for Krogstad. And then we have Nora. So it's pagan origin. So if you want to search it up, pagan, I don't know how to pronounce it specifically. And if we extend the actual name, it would become Eleonora. And that has the Greek origin from Helen, which bears the meaning, so Eleonora bears the meaning of shining light, which can be her initial emotional state at the start, but dies down throughout the play. And this can be kind of foreshadowing her name being this short instead of Eleonora, it's just Nora, that could literally mean that this shining light is kind of shortened down. Um, and so it could like basically present her as being insignificant. And so again, that's why she's called like the birds and different types of birds by Torvald, because again, that link of Torvald thinking that he has the power and she's just insignificant. So that's possibly why her name is shortened down. And yeah, again, it's just kind of keeping away that shining light, by just shortening her actual name, or what she's called. And then finally, we have Dr. Rank. This is kind of obvious. Rank is whoops. I cannot spell rank. Is basically because he's a doctor, he has a higher societal standing. So rank basically kind of just alludes to that, like he has some sort of rank in society, and obviously that's him being a doctor. Again, super dry, not much you can analyze from that. But yep, that's pretty much it. So an overview: Christine, Christ in the name. Basically, she sacrificed a lot of things. Torvald, Thor, god of thunder, thinks he has power over Nora, but in actuality, his mental state is completely berserk. Krogstad is crooked, in Old Norwegian, and basically his name could be linked to like the criminal underworld. Nora, shortened down because her shining light might have been taken away from her, and she's also seen by Torvald as being insignificant, so that's why her name is shortened down. And Dr. Rank with the rank and obviously his societal standing as a doctor. I hope that helped, and see you later.